Hey, what's up, guys? This is Ed Miller, the co-founder of Dirt Fork, and I want to welcome you to another edition of Thirsty Thursday. This week's beer comes from the great beer state of Michigan, Grand Rapids to be exact, which has definitely become a hotbed for beer in the last 5 to 10 years. Now, this beer is brewed by Founders Brewing Company. If you're not familiar with Founders Brewing Company, it's one of the larger craft breweries in the United States. They pump out roughly 340,000 barrels per year, which was back in 2014. But they've recently been renovating the brewery, and when all is said and done, they'll be able to push out, from what I've been able to find, about 900,000 barrels per year. Now, this specific beer has become a staple of the Founders lineup. It's a year-round beer that you can just about find anywhere. I was at the ballpark just a couple days ago, and they were all over the place. It's labeled as a session ale. If you're not familiar with the term session, it dates back to World War I. Workers were allowed 2 sessions per day in which they were able to go and drink while on the job. So that's kind of where the term session comes. It's morphed over the years. It usually means a beer, typically an IPA at this point, that is between 4 and 5%. It keeps a lot of the flavor without being too high in the alcohol content, so you're able to drink them for an extended period of time. Any higher than 5%, and it's gonna put you on your butt if it's in a session. If you're still wondering what today's beer is, it is Founders All Day IPA. Now, if you're not familiar with All Day IPA, it is a 4.7 alcohol by volume, 42 on the International Bitterness Unit scale beer. If you're wondering exactly how they describe it, it says, "The beer you've been waiting for. Keeps your taste satisfied while keeping your senses sharp. An all-day IPA naturally brewed with a complex array of malts, grains, and hops. Balanced for optimal aromatics and a clean finish. The perfect reward for an honest day's work and the ultimate companion to celebrate life's simple pleasures." If you want to follow them on social media, you can do so at Founders Brewing. All right, so what do you say we crack this bad boy open and give it a taste? Now, you can see by the color, it is a golden color with a little bit of an amber mixed in it. It has a slight head, which is definitely white, a little bit of foaminess to it, not too bad. If you look closely, it looks a little bit hazy, not super hazy, but again, it complements that golden amber looking color. Cheers, guys. Yeah, so there's definitely some grapefruit juice in there that offers a little bit of bitterness, a little bit of sweetness, and just a little bit of pininess to it. Overall, the smell, if you give it a nice big whiff, it smells really like your typical IPA. There's definitely a strong smell of the kind of hops and the malts that are made to make this. And you do get a little whiff of that citrus, but it's not overpowering. Overall, though, the taste is very good. It is an easy sipper. There's a bitterness at the very end of it that you can taste that definitely lingers till the next sip. So if you don't like that little bite at the end of it, this might not necessarily be the beer for you. Personally, for me, it just gives me more initiative to have another sip. It's good, so it just makes me want to keep drinking it. But it's a quality item, Clark. It's a quality item. So yeah, it's an easy sipper. It's a great summer beer. You can definitely have 5, 6 of these and have no problem. You can be out in the sun all day. It's a good beer. It's kind of their version of Bud Light. If you're just looking for something light that you can pound, but still has a ton of flavor to it, All Day IPA is definitely your beer. They brew them in 6-packs, and they brew them in 15-packs. So you get that little extra, which is nice. So you can find them. They're in 37 states, just about everywhere. But it's something I definitely recommend. I give it an 8.3 out of 10. I know Beer Advocate gave it a little bit lighter of a score, but if you're looking for an easy summer beer, something that you think everybody will like, this is the beer. This is the one you want. I think most people like it. It's flavorful, it's easy, it's light, and that's it for this week. Stay tuned for next week, guys.